Hi guys, welcome to the flight this evening. As we're down in Schiphol Airport and we're going to be doing a flight down into St.Maarten. As we said, we've done the approach yesterday from the cockpit view. Now we'll do a full flight from EHAM to St.Maarten today, coming in for the VOR approach for runway 10. So we've got the 777-300ER. The LR is the one with all the mods. We've got the textures for the cockpit and that in here though. We changed the fan blades on the engines too, and we've got wing flex. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for all the support that you show the channel. And let's get into the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our departure from Schiphol Airport. We are in the 777 now, so we can do our pre-flight checklist. So we've got the parking brake, which is set. We'll go overhead now. We'll get the battery on, which is also set and checked. Primary flight computers, which are guarded. We've got our thruster sim compensation, which is auto guard closed. APU gen switch can be turned on. We can get the APU up and running. Got external power also. Cab util is also set. As we get everything all set and checked, IFE pass seats, left and right bus tie switches can go to auto, which is checked. Left and right generator control switches can also go to on, which is also set and checked. Backup generator switches can go to on as well, which is checked. Exterior lights, cockpit lights as required, so the cockpit all nice and lit for us as we get ready to go. We can get on our backup generators, which are checked. APU selector is start and on, which is also set and checked. Exterior lights, emergency lights are armed and guarded, which is set and checked. From there, the left and right pack control switches can go to auto, which is set. We can put the recirc fans on. We can get the cabin and flight deck temps to auto. After that, we'll get the trim air on with the left and right sensor isolation valves, and we'll get on the APU. Now we've got the APU, we can turn off the external power. From there, the ADRU can go on as well, and the FMC for our initial position. So, as we light the aircraft up now, we're all ready to go. Okay, so we're going to the FMC, we'll get that all set. As we go through our positioning, so we've got Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. From there, we'll go down. I'm just going to plug this in as I'm not too technical with the 777. So we'll go for EHAM, and we've got Tango November Charlie Mike for lovely St. Maarten's. Now we have got a route which is going to be EHAM to St. Maarten's 01, as it is a long route. So we activate that, just go to the departure. We're going to be coming out for runway 36 center. We're going to take any sit out, we're going direct to injured, and then from injured on the arrival we've got the Aluba one, and we are going to come down on, if we get our charts we can have a look. We're going to be coming down for the VOR-Z for runway 10. And we are going to transition, because if we're going to come from Manolo, then we are going to transition from Papa Juliet Mike. We should then back out onto the 318. So let's have a look at our legs and see once we get to Manolo. Okay, so from Manolo, then we're going to basically go from Manolo then to 303, then to Aluba. Okay, so yeah, that is all in and set. So that's all done. We can put that all there. And now we're going to our perf. We'll get everything all set here. So we request our perf. Put reserves of 5 on our cruising altitude today, leaving out of lovely Schiphol Airport. We've got a flight level of 320. Cost index coming out is also going to be 15. As we go on to our next page for our thrust, so we are going to take takeoff 1. So what we'll do is we'll go back onto our index, we'll go back to our thrust, we'll take takeoff 1, then we can go to climb 1 after. So we'll take takeoff full takeoff on our thrust limit, and we'll go to climb 1 on for our takeoff. So now what we can do is we'll bug in a 5. So we've got 161, 175 and 185 for V2. Now I'm going to fly it out on this today because it is really fast, and you know, we love speed, so it's good to see the big jets actually pushing some speed out. So on our runway winds, we have got coming down 07009. Okay, takeoff speeds are all deleted, they're back on. Ref speeds are in as well, so we've got them set. Okay, so we're all set there. The FMC is all done. Let's come out to Addons onto the 247. So okay, so we'll go on to the next part of our checklist. So we've got window heats which can go on now, which are set. From there, the primary left and right engine hydraulic pumps which can go on. We've got the primary C1 and 2 electric hydraulic pumps which can be on and set. Left C1 and 2 right demand hydraulic pump selectors, so we can put them to auto, and no smoking signs to auto as well. So put the no smoking to auto, put the passenger signs to auto, and we'll get everything all good to go. So that's everything's all set and checked now. From there, after we've got our pumps all on and set, EEC modes can now be set to auto. From there, we've got the auto start which can be turned on, which is checked. Engine start selectors to normal. Left full pump on for the APU, which would have been on. Anti-ice can go to auto, which is set, and put the beacon and the nav on, which is also set and checked. Flight depth controls, which is also set to auto. We've got the left and right pack control switches, left and right trim air switches, and the left center right isolation valve switches, which are all on and set. We've got the engine bleeds as well, so they're set to auto. Pressurization panels set to. Okay, so we've got the ASUS, the FMC's planned. We've got our MCP speed, so we've got V2 for 175, leaving out of a 36 center. We are going to be departing out from to the 003. Okay, 003, which is set. Going to take a direct all the way up to flight level 320. Auto throttle checked, armed, which is checked. Flight directors are on, which are also set and checked. Leaving out, we've got QNH 1023. METAR's down in our 1019. Okay, that's 1019. And we've got 1019, which is also set and checked. So we are pretty much nearly ready to go. There's not much else really to do. From there, after that, we've got the transponder TCAS, which is standby, which will be set. So we may as well start calling the tug and getting ready to leave. The tug's now going to drive us up, so we're going to get everything all soft now. So the doors, the GPU, the fuel truck, passenger box, chocks can go off. From there, ground equipment's disconnected. Got the right electric demand hydraulic pump, which is to auto. Primary C1 and 2 electric hydraulic pumps can now be on and set, which are checked. We've got the C1 and 2 air demand hydraulic pumps. The left and right fuel pumps can now go on, which are also set and checked. Coming down, we can check the sensors, so sensors can come on as well. After that, we get our trim, which is all going to be set in for us as well today as we come out.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Okay, so we're ready to connect. See all of our weights which were here as we get ready to go. So we'll put our weights down into the takeoff mark, as we're going to need a little bit of lift today. So take it for around 7, which should be all good for us. Okay, flight directors are on. We've got V2 for 175, 003 coming out, and then got up to 320, and we'll follow LNAV and VNAV out. We'll take head and select out with LNAV, and then obviously after we've retracted our flaps, then we can go up to 320 and engage VNAV. So auto brake is RTO, which is set. Okay, doors are auto, the APU is running, yeah, which is gone and checked. We'll also got
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so releasing parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so the full start checklist. Right, for engine area is clear. Secondary display unit is engine starter now. So we're going to go for engine number 2. So we see N2 rising now in engine number 2. So engine number 2 now has come over. We're just going through the cargoes, set them to auto, which are also set and checked. So we can go over now and we'll start engine number 1. So N2 now is riding for engine number 1. 20% will inject fuel. So parking brake is set. So as we go over now, we've got everything all ready for us to go. So we've got left and right generators, lights out, which is checked. APU selector can go off, which is also checked. Engine start selectors are normal, which is concept. Left and right pack control switches auto. Left and right isolation valves auto, which are also set and checked. Engine bleed air, which is on. Flaps can be set and confirmed. So get the flaps in for flaps 5.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Now cleared off, so we are now all ready to go. So we're going to go to 36 center, as we need to come out, come all the way down. Alpha will swing up right onto Quebec, and then we'll come down onto 3 center. So we'll come out of Alpha 6 and get the hell out of there. So before taxi checklist, we've got taxis which can now go on, which are set. As we now come over, can release parking brake. Now we can power on up to the 36 center. So we'll take this right hand turn. We've got X-Enviro in, the clouds are looking absolutely lovely, nice and grey. So we are expected for a nice one today, guys, when we come out. So we're going to make a right hand turn. taxi on down Alpha now. We're going to come in on Romeo. We'll get the taxi charts in just a second, as there is a bit of wind. Just bring us over to the left a little. So if we have a look on the taxi charts, we're pretty much going to come down Alpha 4's next, and then Alpha 3, 2, and then once we pass over the blocks, we'll take a right turn onto Quebec. We'll go for full toga today. Climb 1 coming out. 175, which is set. 1 for our speed of 161 for V1, 175 for rotate, and 185 for V2, sorry. So 185, which is set. So now we're going to blast out today.
But we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the seat. Stay tuned and welcome aboard. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 861. Our flight time will be roughly 8 hours.
So we're going to take this right-hand turn, which is going to take us down onto Quebec.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Guys, we'll go down to Quebec now. On our way to 36 Centre. So we've got Reshade in, we've got X-Enviro in as well, which is absolutely lovely today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the seat. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected changes.
So we're going to come down Quebec,
There are several
and then
emergency
we'll
exits
swing
on
on
this aircraft.
to
To familiarize yourself with
Runway,
the emergency
ready to
exits
line
on
up.
this aircraft,
Jobs
please
to
refer
Whiskey
to the
10.
safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you.
12, got 11 down
In the event that the cabin loses
display.
pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it
So
firmly
all
over
for
your
our
nose and
before
mouth, and
takeoff
secure the
checkers
elastic
to
band behind
be
your head.
parking brake will be
Tighten
set,
the strap
cabin
as
lights is
necessary
required,
and
flight
normal.
instruments will be
Although
checked,
the bag is
engine
not
instruments,
inflated,
takeoff
oxygen is
data
flowing
and
into the mask.
landing equipment.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you are safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
So
Flip it over
just
your
like
head.
the
Wrap the
737.
straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
So we're going to take Whiskey 10, we are now for runway 36 Centre, we're at the Whiskey 9 now, we are ready to go, so we can put on our strobes which are on and checked, taxis can go on, runway turn-offs can go on which are set, logo, we don't need the wings which are fine, as we now get ready to line up for 36 Centre. So coming through to your seats for departure. So we'll stop here, which is set, and we'll put on the parking brake, which is also set, so we don't go any further, so we can take off all of this lovely runway and make sure that we do get off today. So, on for hour before takeoff check, we've got parking brake, which is set, cabin lights, flight instruments as required, which are checked. We've got 003 coming out on the 185 V2, and then from there we've got 320 which is bugged in. We're going to be currently coming out on head and select, and then go on to LNAV once we come around the bend, 185 in. So with that all said and done, we're turning our landing lights now, guys, as we are all ready to leave and jet out. So we can release the parking brake, power on up to around 40%, let that stabilise, and toga. Okay, full pressure on the column. Airspeed live. Takeoff thrust is set. Knots, throttle hold. Okay, 100, ease back on the column. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. So just literally made it on the climb out. As we're going to drag out all the L now, we're going to take that left hand turn now as we can bug up to our flaps 1. Okay, so we'll lean down now as we don't want to start stalling as we are really heavy today. So we'll just hold her out now as we start to bring in the climb. Following the flight director now onto that left hand turn out of Idrid. So brake can be turned off, which is set and checked. Following up now onto our climb of 1700 feet. Slowly just climbing now as we use all of the runway to come out today. We're up to our flaps up speed. One there. As we backtrack now for Indrid, just coming out. Can stick in level change now. And we can now drop our nose and start to accelerate up, so we can start to retract some flaps. So as we just get ready to tip near to the clouds, coming round into climb 1 now. As we're slowly going to start our descent. There's our flaps 5, which is already in. QNHs can only set over to standard, which are also set and checked. As we're going to go into that right hand turn now. Get a little bit of trimming as well. As it's just a little rocky. As the 777 is so big and heavy, it's very sluggish in the controls. So as we're going to come out now and get ready, there's our flaps 5. Make that right hand turn to then intercept for Idrid, as we will be on the intercept heading, which will be the 247. Okay, so hold now onto flaps 5 now. For the 247, which will be in. Flaps 1, which can go in now. I'm just going to hold to come in for 100. Now we can go to our flaps up, which will be around 250. So it's wait for the flight director to come back. As soon as we hit flaps up, we'll go to our VNAV. The flight director will come over now to the left. As we come in, if it doesn't, in a direct. Okay, which will be set from now. And flight director will swing over for us. We'll come back into intercept. There, there's flaps up now. Now we put VNAV in. around onto that right hand turn. Aircraft's so fast. Come back down for 250 off that left hand turn, as it is pretty rocky. Coming up. Okay, now there's that 250, which is also set. Going through 15,000 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the autopilot on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to climb up to our climb speed as we now pass through the 7001. It's flight number 100, already got our landing lights and everything off as it is. Before the gauge was reading 17,000 for a second. So we've got our landing lights and everything, which is all off and checked, and now the aircraft's all ready to take off to sea. We can now go to our takeoff cinematics, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Any tricky approaches you'd like to see me fly, leave in the comment section below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys when we get back for our 27, ready to come in for the...
As a reminder, don't have to worry. It's not confidentiality. You're valuable to access a wide range of different sizes of libraries.
So, on for our engine insurance is monitor the ASUS report and information, so we can get the ASUS now. Meter hours down in St.Maarten. Currently stand 06014, and we've got broken at 1600, temperature's 28, 27, QNH is 101. So that's for our ASUS, which is checked, and altimeter is going to be on 1018. As we pass through on for 30,000 feet onto that lovely descent now into St.Maarten. Go and get our minimums for the arrival. We're coming in on the VOR-Z, so minimums coming in for us is going to be 500, set the barrel on. Really fidgety this. Okay, so 500 set. Passing through flight level 290 now. As we've got the engine anti-ice, etc. to auto. Everything is set overhead, so ATIS is all checked coming down, which we've already got. Radios, which can be set as well, so coming in now for the runway. We have got the 1130, which is on the nav. 1130 is the VOR in St.Maarten, which is checked. As we now make that right hand turn to now get back on track towards the wall. And once we get to the wall, flight 200 now. On our way down to lovely St.Maarten, we've got the Q&H's which we can program in. So we've got 7 winds going from 160. So on our METARs we said that we had. Now as the new METARs have come in, we've got 230, and we have 060 and 14. So Q&H is 1018. And 1018, which is chat, it's got a minimum in 500 MDA, which is going to give us on our decision before 86. So we're all set and checked there as we come in for the lovely runway. As we've got a bit of wind, the aircraft will settle itself. I think we're just using a little bit of rudder at the moment coming down. So after that, for the rest of our chat list, we've got our anti-ice is required, landing altitude, which can be checked now. So we're going to check our landing altitude. We've got 14 set on the landing altitude, and airport elevation down in lovely St.Maarten is 14. So 14, 40. If that's in manual with 3000 or something, you just go over here and just click the little button. That'll set it to auto. So trans altitude is 5,000 feet. We are coming down with 096 course. So we've got everything all in really realistically. So through 16,008 on for the arrival, as I show you guys as we come in. So on for the arrival, we're going to hit Manolu as we come in on Manolu. Then basically you're going to follow it down from the 329, come down to 2006. Once we get to St.Maarten's VOR, we have got the 284 as well for the NTB, and the 1130 for the VOR. As we follow it down to VOR, we're going to hit the VOR at St.Maarten's, and then we're going to break away onto the 318, which is right here, the 319. And then once we join back onto the start of the arc, we'll make that left hand turn, which will take us onto the 016. And then we've got the 096 for a mover. There's our course heading, so that'll be the course for the runway 096 as we come straight down, and then we'll head straight to the runway. Over 10 miles out, 1600 feet, 4.9 to be in, and then we start that descent down. Okay. Passing through 15,000 then. Manolu is only a short distance away once we do come down. Passing 15,004, we go and get our speeds down on the runway now. As you can see, we are very, very fast today. So we take 164 plus 5 to is going to be a 169. We should be okay. 7 degrees outside, so the engine anti-isolate should be getting ready to switch itself off. 239 we're currently inbound on now. 3.7 DME from Honolulu, and then we're going to start to come down straight for the St. Maarten's VOR. So we are 30 miles practically at the St. Maarten's VOR ready for us today as we come in. Then we'll brake onto the 318 and get ready to make that turn. So we can go, and so anti-ice is also got landing altitude 14, which is checked and set. After that, reset the MCP altitude, which got down to 10,000 feet, which is also set and checked. We've got the VOR, which is 1130, which is also set on the navs, and we've got 284 for the ATV as well. So we are all set to come in for the VOR Zulu approach. Weather's quite nice. Some lovely clouds in the vicinity. So, as we know where we're going now, 318 to 096, we are practically going to be right there. So from 10,000 we're going to be going down to 2006, which is also set and checked. 13,006 is into 57 currently. Slow down to 250 below 10,000. And as you can see, we're basically going to break away and then join back in for so 2006 is in for the speeds coming down 164, so we have got about 900 feet maybe descent down. Comes some of that lovely wind as we bust in. So minimum is 486, around 900 to 870 descent. This approach point is 2 DME from the VOR. So we're all set, fully configured now. So we'll start slowing the aircraft up now. As we're passing 12,000, we're currently 18 DME. So we can open up the speed window. Bring it down to flaps up. Can open up speed brakes and get ready to pass 10,000 feet. We can put our landing lights on as well. The bulbs can be off. At 10,000, speed brakes can go back in. So we're basically coming down, making that right turn onto the 318 and then tracking around onto the 096. You can also see here 096 on the VNAV under 10,000, so we've got 240 which is practically our flaps up. 13 DME out from St. Maarten's, not too far away. Should be a really nice arrival as we come down to break away. 10,000 feet now, landing lights are on, which is checked. We're currently coming down now. Speeds we said 1645, so 169. Flaps 30. We've got the land altitude, which is also set and checked.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Seatbelt signs are auto. As descent through 10,000 feet, so we can now stick level change on. As we then break away to the right. Can actually open up the speed brakes, which gives some more steeper descent down. So cabin crew, take your seats forward.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select extract one final time.
Descent through 3,000.
Earn the full upright seat. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under the seat.
So we're coming down on a steep descent now.
All Wi-Fi
as we
related
fly
tasks,
into St.
so into
Maarten's.
larger electronics.
1003, speed brakes can come in now. And speed can return to normal. So 16 here from St. Maarten's now. Speed brakes are armed. Auto brakes will be set to max. So brake onto the 318 in just a few moments time. We can bring down the navigational display so we can see more clearer in. We'll start to configure the aircraft and get it ready as we come in for left-hand turn back round for the 096. So from the 096 we are going to take just before the 096 it's going to be 010. So there's the 318. And 318 which is set. Let's make that right-hand turn now. Passing through 6,000. So we can start to slow the aircraft right down now as we backtrack out. Go down to flaps 1. QNH is going to come back over 1018, 5,000 for it. So we'll keep them over 62. As we start to come down 1006, we need to come down in full. So as we descend through 6,000 feet, we can go to our approach channels, which we've got set, localized frequency, we've got 096, that's under 71008. Approach is armed. When we do come round, we're not going to use the approach obviously, we're running off the checklist. Once we get down and it's set for the runway, then we can drop down into our gear down. So we're going to switch the heading back to the 096 now. Okay, which is set, passing through 5,004. 2006, we need to go to 1006, which is going to be in for Aruba. So as we get ready now for 5,000 feet, there's the left turn for Aruba. As we come round onto that left, which will be the 010. Just passing 4,006. Once we come round from Aruba, which will be for 1,600, we're going to hold it 1,600 to De Beer, so we'll be down to 1,600 by the time we reach down into De Beer. Passing 4,000 now, QNHs can now come back over, which is 1018. Passing through 4,000 feet. That has made a lovely left-hand turn now to intercept for Aruba. Aircraft stable, fully established, ready for the arrival down. Got LNAV in currently. Just come down for 1006. We need to be at 1006 by De Beer. So we'll hold down. Once we go into this left-hand turn, we're currently going to be 10 miles out from the runway. So we're already in for our flaps 5 setting. So we are ready to make that left-hand turn onto 096, which we've already got preset. So coming down for our landing or our approach, we've got landing go at altitude, which will be set for 2,600. Runway tunnel flights can now go on. We'll do that just before De Beer. Hold 1006 all the way until we get to De Beer, and then we'll start that descent down. 1006 is in, Mr. Approach Point is 2 DME from the VOR. Okay, there's 2006, which is holding in 1000 to go. Okay, so for some reason De Beer doesn't want to turn in, so we just put a disc on. Okay, so we have the disc on in. Okay, onto that left-hand turn. So what I'm going to do now is, as we're passing now 10 DME, I forgot the discount was there. So we'll swing that left turn now to come back onto the 096. It should be in. So just click it there. We got there 096. There we go. So that'll make sure that we come back onto the 096 course. We can go for flaps 15. Get down. Currently holding down 16 just as the aircraft re-establishes itself. Currently altitude hold as we come down. So we'll hold 17 as we make this left hand turn. We need to be at 16, which is fine. The aircraft will come back down. Flaps 15 is also set. Assumes the DME down is a missed approach point. As we come down in for De Beer, we've got 500, which is set down for our minimums, which we can set in. Only 1.9 from De Beer now, so what we do is we're going to go into flaps 30, and we're going to take in for our 169, take 170. Okay, so there's De Beer. 1 nautical mile away. There's the runway. So what we can do is we can disconnect the autopilot and disconnect the auto throttle. Now we have the runway in sight. We can now fly visually down. So yeah, because of the discom, obviously the aircraft lost its course for its final approach. So what we had to do was basically just put a direct in, and then at the bottom right you can pretty much set the course to come down. So as we're coming down now, flaps 30 are set. We've got speed brake which is armed and auto brake which is set. Just repositioning ourselves as the throttle response is a little sluggish compared to like the Zebra now, which is really nice to see because you can actually make adjustments just before they're about to happen. So as we come down now, we're going to basically try and get on for the puppies. As we've got 14 knot winds, so we'll just come over, line ourselves up. Okay, 1,000 to go, just checked. So we should start to see one red in just a moment. Try and skim the bottom of the fence as we come down, so it will deliberately come in low. So as we line ourselves up, so we're going to come really low on this one, guys. Try and skim the boundaries. Come back on the throttle, ease up, there's no call outs. Okay, speed brakes are up, and reversers are active. So I must have turned down the call outs by accident, doing the cinematics on previous on the takeoff, so reversers can be retracted now, auto brake can be disarmed. And there we are, guys, down in lovely St.Maarten's. So we're going to taxi on down to the end now. I think we landed on one wheel, then came down on the other, and we'll see how low we got down to the fence, which was the main thing we was deliberately trying to do. So as we're going to go down and turn around now, we can retract the speed brakes. Auto brake is set to off. Flaps can now be retracted, and we can get ready now to taxi onto the gate.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin. Items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again.
Okay, so make this left-hand turn. So we'll now turn around. Put some power in. Okay, as we now taxi back to the stand, ready to come in to lovely St. Maarten's. So there we are, guys. There is the flight down for St. Maarten's. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did with the 777 tonight. So I'm going to leave you with the landing cinematics. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. If you really enjoyed the flights and want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and leave your comments for any dangerous approaches that you think are very difficult. And I'll see you again for the next available flight on the channel, guys. So take care for now, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.